Hey guys, Chris here from the Hidden Reserve, and today's video we're going to be going over protecting your greatest asset, which is you, and we're going to be covering a concept called human life value. So protecting your greatest asset, you, why human life value matters. So let's just dive right into things. So first and foremost, what is human value? Your human life value. So your human life value is the total economic value that you bring to your family over your lifetime. And this is obviously going to look different for everyone, but an example is you're 35 years old, you earn $100,000 a year, and you could work for 30 more years. Your human life value would be $3 million. So it's essentially what you earn a year multiplied by the estimated amount of working years you have left. Next up, I want to cover, the reality that most families are underinsured. So most people only buy just enough coverage, just enough life insurance to cover the mortgage or pay off the debt. But what about lost income? The breadwinner of the house dies, passes away, and now you have no more income coming in. What about college tuition? You have kids, you want to pay for their college tuition, and you don't have funds set aside for that. What about that? Number 3 here, ongoing lifestyle for your spouse and your children. That kind of ties into the lost income part, but just making sure that your family can maintain the same lifestyle of living for as long as possible. And then the last thing here, what about kids' weddings, ministry, or legacy giving? These are all things that should be considered when planning how much coverage should I have for my family. And underinsuring can create financial stress during grief. So it's really important that you're constantly, if you have life insurance already, that you're constantly getting it reviewed with your agent, at least on an annual basis, to see if you're underinsured. Life changes, things happen, so you might need to get more coverage. So that's really important to just make sure that you're not underinsured for when these things happen. Next up, I want to go over human life value versus the needs-based approach. So we kind of touched on that in the previous slide, but most people tend to do the needs-based approach, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just trying to bring awareness to the human life value approach to life insurance coverage. So we've got Joe here. He's 35 years old. He makes $100,000 a year. With the needs-based approach, he's got $500,000 worth of coverage. The outcome of that is it's enough to cover his mortgage and other debts, but there's no long-term income from that. With the human life value-based approach, the coverage is $3 million. So Joe, in this example, is completely maxing out how much coverage he can get. So that would be, in his case, $3 million, which is a 30x multiple of his income per year. And the outcome of that is it replaces his full income for 30 years, and it creates ongoing impact and legacy because it's able to fund the things that we were talking about in the last slide. Kids' college tuition, weddings, funding ministry, etc. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper on this concept here and cover the power of this $3 million death benefit and what else you could do with it. So if Joe dies, his spouse receives $3 million of income tax-free money. So the death benefit is paid out income tax-free. So Joe's wife now has $3 million. So what she could do, I'm not saying to do this, it's just to expand your thinking and creativity with how you could use the death benefit here. What she could do is she could take that $3 million and place it into an annuity, which is, assuming it has a 5% payout on it, that would guarantee $150,000 a year of income for the rest of her life, no matter what. So with that, so 2 things to add. Number 1, that's more than Joe's old salary by 50%, because Joe was making $100,000 a year. She takes that lump sum, puts in an annuity. Now she created an income stream of $150,000 a year, and it's guaranteed for the rest of her life. And the other thing is, if she only needs $100,000 a year to live, because that's what she's used to, she can do the following. She could fund another life insurance policy to create more legacy down the road. She could use that, like the previous slide, to cover college, weddings, or home down payments for her kids. And then the third thing here is she could donate to her church or favorite cause. So there's a lot that you can do with those extra funds. And instead of just having $3 million, straight to a bank account and sitting there, you can use that to fund an annuity and get an income stream guaranteed for life that's more than her husband's prior. And remember, the goal of one of the biggest goals of the life insurance death benefit is to replace income. So that's where the annuity might come into play. And you don't even have to put it all into an annuity. You could take, $2 million of that, put it into an annuity at 5%. Now you're getting $100,000 a year. You replace Joe's income successfully. And on top of that, you still have another $1 million that you could invest and do other things with. So very important to be aware of this strategy here. So what are key benefits of this strategy? So number one, it protects your family with full replacement of your income. Number two, it just guarantees peace of mind and not just hope. Number three, it avoids market risk and Wall Street volatility. So this is referring to the annuity portion. So annuities, you're contractually guaranteed to get paid an amount of money for the rest of your life. So if you put the 3 million or 2 million, whatever it is, into an annuity and you get 5%, that's guaranteed. You're guaranteed to get that payout factor every single year, even if you live long enough to run out of that money. So that's very important. It has nothing to do with the markets at all, because it's a contractual guarantee between you and the carrier. The stock market, crypto market, whatever, the world can go in flames. You're still gonna get paid that money as long as the insurance carrier is still around, of course. And then number four, it funds your family's future purpose, not just their survival. So that's really the value of doing your full human life values. It's not just covering, paying off the debts, maybe final expenses and 5-10 years of living expenses. It's giving you a full lifetime of living expenses or income, and then on top of that, you can fund other things like college, weddings, give money to your church, whatever you want to do, because you have that surplus of money. You prepared and planned to have that surplus of money, and you knew what to do with it. So how to qualify for your human life value? So life insurance companies will use your income, age, and health to determine ultimately how much coverage you can potentially get. There's obviously no guarantee for this, and there's no guarantee that you'll qualify for the amount that you might want. So to calculate how much coverage you can I already said that. So the income, age, and health is to calculate how much coverage you can qualify for. And here at the Hidden Reserve, we work with you to get you approved for your maximum human life value so your family is fully protected. And I'll get into that more at the end of the presentation here. So the next step, so if you want to learn more about the human life value approach to life insurance opposed to the basic needs or the needs-based approach, book a call with me. I'd be happy to discuss further with you and ultimately help you develop a plan that might make sense for you and your family, and ultimately just run some numbers too and see what this could potentially look like. So next step is book your discovery call. There's a link in the description to do that. It'll be a Google Meet. You can shoot me an email as well. You can see the contact information here. And then on that call, like I said, we're just gonna look at different options and really build out a plan for you. So I hope this video was helpful. If you do have any questions about human life value or just anything related to life insurance in general, leave them in the comments below, shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to help you. And that's really about it for this one. I'll catch you in the next video. Please like and share this if you can, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.